Greetings and welcome, everybody. I hope you all can hear me. This is only the third time I've ever streamed, so I've been experimenting this time around with trying to get a little more sophisticated with my setup here. As you can see, we have the YouTube chat going on in the screen here. By the way, if you're watching this on Twitch, I see there are a couple people on Twitch. Feel free to chat there too. My chat program here should pick up chat from both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So, yes, Purple Tentacle, I am live, and you were the first Twitch commenter. So, it's cool to have both YouTube and Twitch together in one convenient place. So, I won't be able to sort of chat in the chat with you guys anymore once I get started playing. But I will try and peek over at the chat when I can and see what people are saying. But today is a very special day for us. We hit 1,001 subs this past week. I think it was on Monday, if my memory served correctly. And that's actually a pretty big deal, I think. You know, we've been at this 1,001 games. It was Play Before You Die quest for like 3 years now, and I think we're making good headway. We have a steady pace. We found a lot of fun people who seem to enjoy retro games. And without further ado, I'm going to switch over to the game today, and we can continue chatting here. Let me just sort of get set up. But behold, the Great Giana Sisters. This is the game we're going to be playing today. Hold on here while I get myself ready. So the Great Giana Sisters, this was a Commodore 64 classic. It essentially was the Commodore 64's version of Super Mario Brothers. And when I say version, I mean literally the first level was almost a ripoff of Mario Brothers 1. It becomes a little more unique as you get further in the game. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started here. And I'll continue to sort of talk as we go, as I usually do. So we're going to be playing this one players, and my goal is to try and get through this game today. Now, I have not played this game since I was a wee tot. I played this game for the first time ever at my cousin's house when I was a kid. So you can see it's very much similar to Mario Brothers 1. There was a Goomba that I just squashed. Here's a beach ball, so that electrocutes you into a punk rocker chick. So the main character obviously is not Mario, it's Giana, and she has a sister, Maria. So if there are two players, you can go ahead and get a two-player action here. So they get beach balls to turn into punk rockers, and they also get electricity to be able to shoot insanely fast fireballs. So this is the Commodore 64's version of Mario. Obviously, yeah, somebody's saying, man, what a ripoff. It totally was. You know, usually this kind of like blatant copying is done by like fans and stuff who make like unofficial, you know, hacks and ports and stuff. This game was actually produced by a company. It was a legit attempt by a company to make basically a copied Mario game. And there were even rumors back in the day that this game, that Nintendo sued the makers of this game and basically got it off the store shelves, because at one point this game, stores stopped carrying it and it became really hard to find. Now it's a bit of a collector's item because of that. Turns out Nintendo never actually sued the company, but they did contact them and basically said, you gotta stop. And Nintendo was also a beast back in the day. They could force retailers to do whatever they wanted. So they literally showed up one day and were like, you can't carry Giana Sisters anymore, to a bunch of retailers. And the retailers were like, okay. I'm trying to do this little cheat here. Okay, everybody remembers this from Mario. And the Giana Sisters, it's no exception. You can go ahead and cheat your way through this first level here and run through it. But like, look, okay, it is totally kind of like a ripoff of Mario. But this level is actually quite different from the second level of Mario. And oh, there's a Bumblebee. And this game differentiates itself more and more the more you go on. My weapon seems to be some kind of high-speed turbo ball. We'll call it, I don't know, her faith in the goodness of the world. So, Nintendo sounds like a bully. There are some really interesting docs, by the way, if you go back and look at some like old documentaries about just how much Nintendo actually did sort of bully stores back in the day in terms of product. And it's... What the hell just happened? What just happened? I found a warp, apparently. That was not intentional. Okay. That's like such a... That's such like a hacky warp. It's like I just jumped in the right spot of the air and then it like glitched out the level and I warped to level 6. Guys, I'm so good at this game. I don't even need to know where the warps are. They just find me. One downside to the Great Giana Sisters, it won't go up on the top again. One downside though is even though I'm punk rocker, even though I got the beach ball and I'm big. Oh, here's double lightning. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh! God. I panicked. Yeah, this could be over in 20 minutes, maybe. Even though I had the punk rocker hair going on, one hit would still kill me. So just because you get big in this game doesn't mean, oh god, there's fire now. Doesn't mean you actually get more hits. So that's actually one downside compared to Mario. So in picking the Great Giana Sisters here today, I was kind of looking for a game that would be retro and iconic at the same time. So obviously people who, most of you guys, in fact, I think all of you guys here, follow my normal 1001 You Must Play Before You Die quest, where I'm working my way through that book. And so I was looking for a game that could almost fit in the book, but obviously not one that did fit in the book because... Oh, I can't jump through that. Oh, God! Okay, go for the beach ball! Oh, God, there's bees! Okay, the game's getting harder, so this is a good sign. It'll give us something to play. Oh, my God. Run for it. Run for it. This game felt like a good choice, I thought, because, you know, Commodore 64 games are always sort of classic retro choices. Also, it sort of is like Mario, which is kind of cool. You know, I was sort of contemplating another pick, actually. I was thinking maybe I should play Shaq Fu. Have you guys heard of Shaq Fu? It's like apparently like the worst fighting game ever made, and it stars Shaquille O'Neal. I was kind of thinking that might actually be a fun game. Maybe I'll do that again sometime. I think I said in my Mario video I would like to stream more, but oh my god, it's hard to do. Okay, I'm gonna look over at the comments and see what you guys have been commenting in just a second here. Once I get past this level of evil eyeballs. Okay, here's a good time. People are saying Nintendo are bullies, the Sega Master System is underrated, and Street Fighter 2 on the Sega Master System is quite good. I did not even know they made Street Fighter 2 for the Sega Master System. That's actually pretty interesting. What is this thing, like a beetle? Oh god! Oh, he killed me! Oh, so I guess I need to go below. By the way, I have no idea if there are continues in this game, or like exactly how many lives we've got. I guess it said lives 1 at the top. Oh god. So if we die here, I don't know if we're gonna get to continue or not. Somebody said this might be over in 20 minutes. It also might take 20 hours! Oh god! Oh what? I squished him and died? Oh, hold on, am I dead? Am I dead? Please enter your name, Jay. Accept that. Oh, and that's it! That's it! Can we continue by pressing C, maybe? No, that doesn't do anything. Alright, so we got a little taste of Giana Sisters. I'm gonna have to dig deep in my gaming skills to, like, actually see if I can beat this one. So we blew through, like, 8 levels in, like, a matter of minutes. There's 36 levels, I think, in this game. So we're gonna give this one a couple of shots. Needs more warps. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to look for warps in this game. Like, again, this game just sort of warped me randomly. It was like a funky spot in the air did it. So yeah, I played this one for the first time on my cousin's Commodore 64 when I was a kid. And I was obsessed with Mario, so much so that the really bad physics in this game didn't really get to me. Like, if you're paying attention, this game looks like Mario, but it doesn't play like Mario. Like, when I land on this guy, I should bounce up, right? But I don't do that. When I hit the bricks, it's just like, not as satisfying as Mario. They just sort of, like, disintegrate. Okay, hold on, let me hit this brick, yeah. And, like, nothing... Like everything just feels a little off. You want to know something even worse about this game? You're supposed to play this with a joystick. And by the way, when you play this with a joystick, you're supposed to plug your joystick into joystick port number 2. I don't know what that's about, but I guess port number 1, they wanted it to be reserved for nothing. So you have to plug a joystick in port number 2, and this is one of those games where up is jump. I hate those games. I'm actually not playing this on a joystick because I tried just to sort of test it out. We'll go down on the level this time. Before I got the video ready for today. Oh, double lightning. What does that even do? Doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, the balls bounce. Interesting. They bounce right into her hair and evaporate. I tried playing this game with the joystick, and yeah, Purple Tentacle, it was the worst. It was literally unplayable. What the hell? I just got a cherry. Wait, what's going? What the heck? Look, my ball. It's humping the walls now. Oh, what the hell? It went through the wall and killed that guy. Oh, I think I read about this. This is the homing strawberry, the strawberry of homing shots. Okay, so the game has an easy mode. It's called Get the Strawberry. So it says go up here. Look, in Mario, obviously there's warp over here, but of course that would be too obvious for the Giana Sisters. So instead we have to look for that random spot, that random tuft of air that really gets us. So as I say, this game, oh, what the heck? What was that? It turned into like a boulder, but for no reason. There's no reason to go up here. Weird. So as I say, this game was made by an official company. So I think I did that last time. And that's the warp! Just a random hidden block is the warp. Okay, I feel bad for skipping levels 3, 4, and 5. But until we get better at this game, we gotta cheat any way we can. But yeah, official game. Guess what company, or guess what country the company that made this game is from. Oh, look, a clock. That will freeze time, I think. Oh my God! Oh no! Oh, the double lightning. I had the double lightning too. Damn it. Okay. We've got to. This part is like surprisingly hard. Okay, I think there was a power-up somewhere around here. Guess not. Yeah, if this was Mario, I'd be doing way better. But again, the physics are just like a little off in this game. So this game was created by a German company. You don't hear about a lot of German video games, I'll just say that much. Like, especially back in like the 80s, like I'm hard-pressed to think of a single German video game. It kind of feels like the Germans weren't really developing games back then. You know, the Japanese were, Americans were, British people were. Like those are the big ones that I can think of. I know definitely games are coming out of other countries too. I mean, Russia was making Tetris. And Germany was making the Great Giana Sisters, I guess. They were perfecting Giana Sister technology. They actually planned to make a sequel to this game, but they basically, since the first game had so much legal pressure from Nintendo to not even sell it, they decided to rebrand the sequel as some other characters. Oh my God, I can't even jump up there. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Get rid of this stuff. Oh, and now I'm too short to even hit this thing. Oh, man. Okay. Man, oh, my God, a bee! I survived somehow. What are those daggers coming out of the ground? I don't even want to know. These bees are like the bullet bills from Mario. We could basically try to come up with an equivalent for every bad guy in this game for Mario bad guys. Well, I haven't seen like a basic turtle shell yet. It's like the Germans, they had perfected a lot of the Mario-based technology, but they didn't have turtle shells. Anto Gamer says, totally not Goombas. Up jump is the worst, other people are saying. Is this a castle, by the way? What is that crazy warp thing? It is a it is a warp block. I don't know how else to describe how this game does warps. They're like, she hits her head hard enough and it sends her to another world. Yeah! I could really use a power-up in this level, though. It would really make my day. Man, this stupid thing. Oh, God! Oh, man! Oh, Purple Tentacle. No, man, this game did not make it into the 1001 Games book. It definitely did not. This is a game that is off the book. Oh, we got it. Sweet. Oh, maybe this is the turtle that we've been waiting for? No. All the bad guys just, like, literally just give up on life as soon as you step on them. They're like, well, I'm spent. Oh, God, an ant! Oh, my God! What do I do here? Oh, that's it? What? Okay, that was a boss. A giant ant with rage issues. Also, listen in the background there. The game always starts with this, like, weird tornado-y sound before it gets into the music. Oh my God, slinkies! This game has slinkies. So Germans also perfected slinky technology. I feel like these pipes on fire are not, they're like hobo barrels, you know? They're like barrels that the enemies are burning just so that they can stay warm, man. Yeah, punk rock, Giana. Does absolutely nothing, doesn't give you an extra hit. I guess it lets you break bricks with your head, but that's only a marginally useful skill. What I really want, I should hit all those bricks actually, or all those blocks actually. What I really want is, oh my god! To not die. I really want the shooting power. Oh my god. How about Sad J? We need to keep track of our different attempts. Sad J outperformed J. They don't look like Slinkies. Die Slinky. Yes. What a toughie of a boss that was. Right? It was just a random ant. It also like semi-uncreative. Like if you're gonna rip off Mario, at least include like some good baddies. Alright, let's give this one another shot here. I want to make some real progress in this. So here's what I think where we're going wrong is we're skipping some of those early worlds, and I think I need to like go in them to get better power-ups. So I'll give that a shot. And if nothing else, it'll let us see a few different worlds. I don't know if I'll beat this today or not. I originally was a little cocky when I loaded this up, and I was like, oh, I'll definitely beat this. How hard can it be? I'm pretty good at Mario. But now I'm seeing if you program a poorly made Mario clone, you can make a pretty challenging game. I don't know, are you guys seeing anything, anywhere I could improve? If you think of anything, leave a comment. And maybe there's like a new strategy or tactic I could try and use. Thanks, Shot97. I am pretty psyched about hitting the 1001. And getting to live stream. I think it's fun to like play games and like actually have you guys be able to sort of like comment live. I know I've only ever done it like really like twice before, but as I said before, I'd like to do more of it. Alright. I feel like these early levels are like getting easy. Out of my way, B. I got somewhere to be. Okay. Oh, hold on. What are people saying? It's those floaty jumps that are weird. Yeah, totally. And you know what else makes this one difficult? As soon as you bonk your head, it's like you instantly fall down. Okay, we're gonna skip the warp. We don't need the warp. Okay, let's see what this is. Ah, here we go. Time. Her power up is time itself. What? What did that? That didn't do anything. I thought it was gonna freeze time like in Mario 2. Instead, it did absolutely nothing. What the hell is that? Oh, a bomb. Okay. That does nothing against the jumpy pink ball. Okay, I'm just gonna jump over it. I'm afraid to interact with it because like I don't know what it's gonna do to me. Oh my god, I almost died right there. Jeez, maybe it was a bad idea to play these levels for real. Apparently there's another warp in the game where all you have to do is like fall in a pit at the right spot and you'll warp ahead like a bunch of levels. Oh my god, are you serious? God. You could probably warp to the end credits in this game. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Are there any games like this that you guys know about? Like really old, like cheesy games you remember playing? Like this game, as I say, it was like one of the first computer games I ever played. When I was a kid, it's like I was obsessed with Nintendo, but like no one I knew owned a computer except my cousins. So when they showed me this, I was obsessed with playing it. Even though it's sort of like a crappy Mario. I was sort of like a Mario junkie when I was a kid, where I was like, if you can provide me a Mario-like experience, I don't care how you do it, I'll be your friend. And like, getting able to play a cheap Mario clone on a Commodore 64, that's good enough for me. Is this another boss? What is this? Oh, it's an ant! Oh no! Oh, I panicked! Ah! Oh, that sucks. The ant is so easy too, you just jump over him. Ooh, Chip's Challenge. That's a good one. You know what? I think I've only played that one once before. But I definitely know that's like a big one. I think that one's actually in the book. See you later, Ant. Oh, that's all I had to do. I was playing text adventure games on computers in the late 1970s. This is Joel there. Text adventure games. You know, I never played too many of those. I played a lot of Sierra adventure games, the more graphical ones. I think I like text adventure games too. I was a big fan of choose your own adventure novels when I was a kid. I used to remember, like, that was one of the few books I liked reading from the library. Basically because it was like the video game of books. You know, like if any book was a video game, choosing your own adventure was. Can we kill these guys by hitting blocks below them? I guess we'll never know. Ugh. Okay, there we go. I really have to, like, scour through all the blocks here to get all the power-ups because I don't want to accidentally miss something. Okay, so this game ripped off Mario 1. Oh my god! What the hell is this? Oh god! that was cheap. Oh, Police Quest. That was a good one. Police Quest. SimCity 2000. That was a good one. Oh god. Oh crap! I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? It's lost to me. Maybe it'll come back. Here we go. Oh, I was saying how this game ripped off... Okay, obviously this game rips off Mario 1. But apparently this game also, holy crap, rips off Mario 2. Because the plot of this game is that Giana here, who... if you look at the cover box for this game, I put in the thumbnail of this video, but you can also just Google, like, the cover box for the Great Giana Sisters. She literally looks like an average office worker. Like, it's just a woman in, like, a business casual skirt and, like, a red shirt. Like, she's just, like, a totally plain-looking lady. I mean, I guess Mario's just a plumber. He was just a fat Italian dude. But at least that had a little more character than just, you know, a generic woman. Although, like, in this, if you're playing the game, you would think she was some sort of, like, punk rocker kind of chick. So I don't know what they were going for with the heroine. But the plot of this game is that she entered a crazy dreamland, and she's having a nightmare right now. So that sounds an awful lot like the plot of Mario Brothers 2. So I don't want to accuse the company that made this game of, you know, borrowing ideas from Mario, but I feel like they were mining that Mario well for more than just Mario 1. And they even have a clock in this game, just like Mario 2. Although, again, the clock does not seem to freeze enemies. It's sort of like they programmed in the clock icon, then they forgot to, like, program in what it did. They're like, we got the icon, good enough. Whatever. Kids won't know the difference. But of course, kids know everything about video games. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom. Oh, what the hell? What's going on? No, this is bull. This is shenanigans. What? Oh, come on. Oh, the thing, it was hovering around him. What? That is crazy unfair. Oh my god. This thing is like our nemesis. Thank god we beat it that time. Oh my god. I thought I was going to die there to the blob thing. Oh, did you guys see that? That was so unfair. There's the boss. We're pretty good at beating him now. The ball animation reminds me of the flower power-up from Super Mario Land on the Game Boy. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. It's interesting how every single Mario Brothers has a different fire flower animation. Like, if you go back and look at them, like, every Mario has a slightly different fire flower. I mean, Mario 2 doesn't have any, but Mario 1 and 3, I think, are the most similar. But Mario Lands on the Game Boy, Mario Land number 1 has a really weird fireball. It's more of like a bouncy ball. And number 2 is a little more like, Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy is a little more like the ones on the NES. Oh, I should be hitting all these, because I need power-ups. And then Mario Worlds, I think, is even a bit different. Oh, God. Guys, is this where we bite it? Come on, guys, cheer me on for this one. Okay, here we go. Oh, God. That reminds me of, like, a jump in, like, World 8 of Mario Brothers 1, where, like, you have to, like, stand on, like, a really, like, narrow piece of land and, like, make a jump, like a really big leap across, like, a big, pit. Alright. This is as far as we've ever got before, stage 10. We only have one life left. Too bad there's no way to continue in this game. Oh, yes, but we have lightning. Okay. Oh, we just killed something. There we go. This does not feel like a nightmare world to me. Just FYI, there's like, besides the Goomba-looking dudes, everything else looks like mildly pleasant, if not like innocent. Like there's sort of like a childlike innocence to all the bad guys in this world. The bad guys. Okay, what the? I'm trying to kill this thing by jumping on the block below. It does nothing. All right. Let's go for it. Ah, it's nothing. I'm like addicted to power-ups in this game because it's the only way I know I'm gonna get anywhere. Playing platformers, oh god, I hate this part. Playing platformers on computer always reminds me of like Commander Keen, or like, what was that like Halloween-based one where the kid had a slingshot? It was by Apogee, or Apogee, or whatever, however you say the company's name. Monster Bash, I think it was called. Monster Bash. Dangerous Dave was another good computer platformer. I feel like platformers really were, though, the domain of console games. You know, like, every NES game that came out was like, oh, by the way, it's also a side-scroller, you know? Oh, God. What is that? I don't even want to know. It's like a spike that'll kill me, probably. Huh? Oh, what? What? Oh, my hair! My hair touched the fire. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, Jill of the Jungle, Jazz Jackrabbit. Those are good ones. I played one of the Jazz Jackrabbits for around Christmas time this past year, actually, because they had a Christmas-themed Jazz Jackrabbit, which I thought was pretty fun. But yeah, like every NES game was a platformer. Like they squeezed it into everything. I don't think I have Monopoly, but I'd be willing to bet there's some kind of platforming element in like Monopoly for NES. Meanwhile, computer games were often like, oh god damn it, they were like text adventure games or strategy or like all kinds of different stuff. So learning J. Oh, what the heck? Okay, how about, I don't know. Why? Oh, I can't hold shift. So, learning J. Learn J. I'm learning how to do this game. I feel like we should give this game a couple more shots. Hopefully you guys aren't getting sick of seeing the same levels. Let's see what people are saying in here. People were saying, people who did not have consoles and were kids at the time seem to love this game, but they won't admit because they couldn't play, it's because they couldn't play Mario. That's totally the case, I think. Like, this game would be, you know what this game is like? This game is like chewing gum when you're hungry. Like, imagine you really want to play Super Mario Brothers, but all you have is a Commodore 64. I think you would play this. But it wouldn't quite itch that scratch that you've got for Mario. It is a fair stand-in, I would say, but it's definitely no Super Mario Brothers. Have you played Cross Country Canada? I actually have that one on my list to play sometime, maybe the next winter break, actually. So Cross Country Canada, for people who don't know, it's kind of like Oregon Trail, but for Canada. So instead of like taking a wagon west to California, I think you end up... what do you end up doing in that game? I think you're just like driving a truck across the country. I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but that one, I think they had it in school computers occasionally. I didn't really have it at my school. My school had Oregon Trail. They ponied up for the big bucks for the licensed games. The whole time you're telling yourself you love, but deep down you know. Are you guys talking about this game? Platformers on the PC were usually bad. That's true. I think it's one of those things that like what is it? Let's try and brainstorm this. Why were consoles just better when it came to platformers? Is it simply because the developers who made platformers did a better job and they all happen to work for like Nintendo and console developers? Or is there something about computers that makes them not good for making platformers? I mean, arguably these days, computers have joysticks and stuff. It's not that big a deal to program a platformer that's identical on a computer as a console. But I almost still would rather be playing any platformer on a console. But maybe that's just me. But like back in the day, at least, like is it just that keyboard controls are not great for platformers? Is it just like the NES D-pad is basically like the miracle invention that made platformers easy to play? Or is it something else? I don't know. I know definitely when Mario Brothers 1 came out, the physics in that game were sensational. Like even playing this game, I mean, you guys aren't even touching the controls. You guys can see that the physics in this game are not as good as Mario. You can just see it, right? And these physics are better than like really old school platformers like Donkey Kong. But they're still not at Mario level. Like Miyamoto knocked it out of the park when they finally perfected Mario's physics. I think. But I don't know. Like, are there other reasons we can think of? I'll have to turn to the chat in a moment here and see what they're saying. In the meantime, the people who are watching this in the future, who didn't happen to turn in for the live stream, you just have to guess at what the chat's saying right now. You're like, oh man, I bet they're coming up with all sorts of insightful, crazy things. And I'm going to keep the suspense going for one more level. What do you think the chat is saying? Are they brainstorming why console games are better when it comes to platformers? I don't get the point of that. What's the point of that brick? Or like the boulder that appears. It does nothing. All right. Here, question time. Should we warp, yes or no? I'm leaning yes. What do you guys think? People are saying congrats in the comments. Thank you. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. All right. Nope, nobody's voting, so I'm going to take the warp. Yes, yes, no. Okay. You know what? You guys might have been voting. I apologize. I'm looking at an integrated chat between both Twitch and YouTube, so the comments might come in about like 10 or 20 seconds after you make them. So you probably were voting. I just finally saw the outcome of the votes. It's a delayed voting scheme. I like to have about a 20-second buffer between my audience and... Oh, come on! You kidding me? How am I supposed to do this part? What the... This is the most unfair thing ever. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh, I did it somehow! Holy crap, let me out of here! Oh god! Okay, I'm gonna chalk that up to skills. I am successfully learning. This is what learning looks like, guys. A lot of screaming and accidentally doing things that you hoped you would do, and you just got lucky. Okay, so we cannot shoot the beetles. Let's remember that for next time we see a beetle. You know what it is like, this is not a hard game, but there's every level has like 1 or 2 points where if you just, you know, make the one wrong misstep, you totally die. Like there's that stupid beetle that's coming up in the castle that gets us like every other time. Forget about that power up. Then there's like that flaming can of fire on like the next level or the level after the next, where you kind of have to make that like big leap. And it's like those little deaths like add up. I really wish... Okay, here's my preliminary assessment of this game. Because again, I hadn't played it since I was a kid, so I forgot a lot of this stuff. I actually think it's not a bad platformer. Its physics are not as good as Mario, but I mean, you know, Mario's the gold standard. So it's like a lot of things aren't as good as Mario, even platformers on NES. But I will say one fatal flaw of this game... Holy crap! That was a close one. One fatal flaw of this game is not being able to take more than one hit. Like, it actually is really crippling. Like, imagine playing Mario and you never got a single power-up the whole game. You just stayed small. Oh, right, we can't... Oh, what the hell? We did shoot him! Oh, okay, well then there's a point in trying to shoot those guys, because sometimes it works. But yeah, like, imagine trying to play Mario and you were just small the entire time. It would suck. Oh, crap. Oh, my God. Can we kill this thing? Holy crap. What do we do now? Is it just gonna run forward? Okay. Oh god! Run! Okay, now we can steal all of its sweet gems. The ant was guarding gems. Do we want to risk it? Oh, he's back! Oh no! Oh god! I landed on him on the stairs! Are you kidding me? Oh man, this game is full of curveballs. It's full of curveballs. Oh god! That's one of the most precarious jumps in this game. Damn it! I'm like dawdling around trying to collect power-ups because you know why I wanted these gems? I was like, maybe I can get a 1-up. So stupid, I had like all these power-ups. Now I've lost them all. Now I just made the game a lot harder for myself. Watch out for the boss. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Your tips are appreciated. I can't believe that. Oh god. Oh no, Slinky! Jeez. My palms are actually sweating. So you know that you're like playing a game casually when you're like leaned back in a chair and you don't have sweaty palms. When you have sweaty palms and you're like sitting forward, that's when you know a game's getting real. And that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, I think there's another power up here. Let all these slinky things go by. I wonder what the official name for those things are. I remember back in the NES days, you could always like pop open an instruction manual and you'd like read all these like funky names for the different bad guys. Like Link is like, Legend of Zelda I should say, is a great game, but it's like one of the worst offenders where it's like snakes are called ropes and... What? What? Are you kidding me? I landed on him! Oh my god! One Up, they probably call it like A Down in order to avoid copyright infringement. Probably. But yeah, Legend of Zelda had like weird names for things. And bats were called keys, I remember. Speaking of weird names for things, like One Up or Extra Man or Extra Life, I think those are like pretty common names for like extra lives. But I definitely have seen like weird names for extra lives before. Like I think Free Play I've seen before, or like oh man, I know there are definitely like some really bizarre names for things. I'm all about the warps. Who's Catherine? Mountain hiker. Who's Catherine? I'm all about the warps, Catherine. What does that even mean? I'm curious. Please enlighten me. Am I Catherine? I didn't know. I thought it was Jay. I'm sure it's a reference from somewhere. DOS had some issues with scrolling. Oh, okay. You know what? I never went and read the comments about why people said platformers were better on consoles. Okay, hold on. I'm pausing for just a second. Mid-80s consoles usually had 2 more buttons. Home computers only had 1. Yeah, that's a big reason. The Commodore 64 is really hampered by that, only having 1 button. Oh, by the way, Cross Country Canada, you pick up some gold from Yellowknife and deliver it to Halifax. So that's the story. So you are driving across Canada. Let's see. What else are people saying? DOS issues had issues with scrolling. Oh, yeah, that is true, actually. You know what? That's totally correct. I think... Oh, she was moonwalking there. Did you see that? I think the side-scrolling thing is actually a big issue. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, for why developers couldn't make side-scrolling or platform games for home computer. I mean, I say that as we're playing, like, a side-scrolling game on a computer from the 80s. So some developers in Germany... What the hell? Oh, I ran out of time! Oh, God! This game's brutal. Okay, I can't pause to read your comments anymore, guys, or the game punishes me. But yeah, so Germany had perfected the side-scrolling technology. I remember, though, that, like, not a lot of platformers on PC really did side-scrolling. And the fact, you know, it was id Software developed side-scrolling technology. That's why they made Commander Keen, and I think they... sold their technology to a Pogi or something, and they made all sorts of side-scrollers. Smooth side-scrolling platformer games were actually difficult on a PC. That is correct. All right, good idea, chat. You guys solved the issue. The graphics adapter did not easily support side-scrolling. Yeah, CGA and EGA graphics. Those are terms that you just don't hear anymore nowadays. I remember thinking when I was a kid, like, you know, it was so amazing when you found out somebody had VGA graphics on their computer. You're like, whoa, VGA, 256 colors. And, of course, it was amazing. Still is. I think VGA graphics are still pretty, damn it, amazing. Oh, is this the farthest we've got? I think this is the farthest we've got so far. We've gotten to level 11. Oh, my God. Okay, here's the beach ball. Like, what is the point of the beach ball? It doesn't seem to do anything. It doesn't protect you from a hit. Maybe it makes you, like, have the confidence to get through a level, but, like... Oh, God. You know what? Okay, hold on. Jay Legit. You know what I want to do? I want to try this game with an NES controller. I'm going to pause for a second and grab an NES controller to connect up here. Let me just actually switch you guys back over to the chat room so everyone can see what's going on while I do this. But please, talk amongst yourself for a second. I'm going to be right back. I'm grabbing an NES controller here. Snake! I'm still here. Well, that'd be sad if I came back and everyone was gone. I'd be like, I used to have fans, and now I don't. Alright. Oh, you know what I just realized, though? I plugged in my NES controller, and up is jump, and I'm like, this won't do. So actually, I got to remap the keys. This is a hardcore hacking of the Giana Sisters, guys. The game was never meant to be played this way. We're totally cheating. This is the equivalent of, like, breaking out a Game Genie to, like, crack the game somehow. They're like, you weren't supposed to have button technology for jumps. That sort of thing is forbidden in Germany. In Germany, up is jump, and that's the way we like it. Alright. Giana Sisters mapping. So what do we want here? Alright. Coming back, guys. Let's see here. Let's see what people are saying. CJ actually had 16 colors, but you needed a composite monitor to see them. Other people are talking about CJ and EJ. Actually, you know what's cool? Is that's totally correct. And I have long wanted to play a CJ game in composite mode. So in DOSBox, you can actually load up a CJ game, but play it in composite mode. And rather than having those like 4 really ugly colors, it does go into like a slightly blurry 16 color mode, which would be awesome. Needs more save states. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess, you know, we could cheat and use save states to beat the game, but I feel like I'd rather just sort of play it a bit honestly with you guys. Someone was talking, Purple Tentacle was talking to someone about CJ, EJ, and VJ today. Awesome. I like the conversations you're having. Angry Jay, I'm not angry. I feel like I'm very pleasant. I'm having a good time tonight. Hope you guys are. Look up poke to cheat. I'm sure there's a level select poke out there. There probably totally is. I mean, I guess I could. Well, you know what? Let's see how this NES controller goes. So here's the test. Here's the test. Was it controller-based technology that made the Giana Sisters, or made console platformers better? Like already, oh wait, what am I doing here? I haven't switched the screen. Hold on. Let me switch the screen over so you guys can see what's happening. And let's now actually give it a shot. All right, off to the races. So place your bets now. Do you think I will do better, worse, or the same now that I have a controller in my hand? I immediately feel like way more at home now. Like I'm like far more confident in like my jump distances and stuff. Like I don't know if it shows in terms of my gameplay or not. Oh shoot. Did I not set up a shoot button? Oh my god. Okay, well that's just not gonna do. Okay, hold on, I gotta reset this. 1 second, my friends, 1 second. Why did that not work? Alright, we're back. Okay. Don't you guys love live streams? You get to, like, sit and wait for me to, like, do things. All this stuff would normally be edited out, obviously, of my, my actual Let's Plays. But you guys get a peek. Today you're getting a peek into the magic that happens off camera. You know, I should ask, because we are doing our little 1,001 subscriber Let's Play. So, did I even mention the fact that I hit 1,001 subs? I think I did. But for those of you, maybe who joined a little later, we're live streaming today because I hit 1,001 subs, which is totally awesome, considering my series is about playing 1,001 games. So now we have at least one person per game, which I don't know why that matters, but it kind of does. And, I should ask, since we are live streaming, like, do you guys like live streams better than videos, or do you like videos better? I don't think my channel will ever become predominantly live streaming, but as I said in my Mario 3 video, I would like to do more live streaming. I think it's a matter of finding time for me. Like, if I did live stream, I don't know if I would have a consistent schedule. It might just sort of be like ambush live streams. But people are talking about cheeseburgers now in the comments. How did that start? What's going on in the comments, guys? Did somebody bring cheeseburgers and not bring me one? Because that's what the French would call a dick move. Yeah. Oh God. Okay, we did that part not bad. With the minimal amount of me screaming, which is good. That means I'm confident. I don't know what that bomb does. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're flying through the levels now. It's the NES controller. I actually have a Super Nintendo controller, if I'm being honest with you guys. Live streams are cool every now and then. Live stream is better than video. Easier for you to answer questions. That is true. Just need a way to talk to YouTube chat. So that's Purple Tentacle saying that. So probably a lot of you guys in the YouTube chat, it's like sometimes I'll read the occasional comment and you'll be like, is he just talking to himself? No, there's, I think there might only be one fan chatting to me from Twitch. If any of you guys are feeling brave and you want to join him over there so he's not totally alone, that'd be cool. So that he could actually see some of the chat. I thought of actually having the chat, like, on the video while I played, but I kind of felt like that would, like, take away from the game. You know, like, my channel is, like, very basic. I don't even, like, put backgrounds on the left or right of my videos. When my videos are, you know, I'm playing games that are at, like, 4:3 ratio, but obviously the videos are widescreen. I don't even bother putting, like, backgrounds to left or right. I don't know why, I just kind of don't like it. I feel like it distracts a little. It feels more pure to just have nothing, just have it be black. I mean, I'm from the old school days of playing computers on, computer games on PC, and there was a lot of black on the screens, just areas who wasn't sort of being fit in. So I don't mind the black, but I don't know if maybe it makes me look old school. Purple Tentacle, to answer your question, Anto Gamer, is on Twitch. Everyone else, I think, is on YouTube. I had a bit of a snafu before I got started here today because I was having trouble getting Twitch to actually stream. Oh, what the heck is this? A teardrop. The tears of my enemies now fuel my my rage, I guess. So she got a tear. I don't know what that does. Man, these balls can move. Mario's fireballs are kind of like puny compared to this. She like blasts them across the whole stage. But yeah, I really wanted to make sure I got Twitch in there because, oh my God, almost died right there. Twitch is actually the second home for my channel. A lot of you guys might not know this, but I actually upload every video I put on YouTube. I also put on Twitch. Essentially, both because there are a lot of gamers on Twitch, and I want to try and reach those people just as much as I want to reach you fine folks on YouTube. But also because, you know, I have seen channels get taken down before from YouTube totally randomly. There's actually a channel I used to watch years ago, and YouTube just took it down from the guy. What the hell was that? I just ate a baby rattle or something. Hey, I got an extra life, though. Okay, so baby rattles equal extra lives. What a weird game. And I've always kind of thought, man, like, I'm putting all this effort into the 1001 quest. It would suck if one day YouTube just literally shut me down, or some company gave me like 4 or 5 copyright strikes, one after the other. And if that happens, you don't even get a chance to reply. YouTube just takes your channel away. And so considering that, you know, like, I am a YouTuber and I have a YouTube channel, but I want to make sure my channel survives, kind of, you know, it's like a contingency, like a nuclear option. If YouTube ever takes me down, I will continue the journey on Twitch, and actually my entire journey is already on Twitch. So it's an alternative place for you to watch me. And anytime I stream on YouTube from now on, I want to try and make sure I'm streaming on Twitch too. So no preference, one or the other. You can watch me either way. And... oh, God! Oh, come on! I was so far away! Oh, I was so far away! Oh, God. Alright. I would pause to look at comments, but we're on a strict deadline here, guys. We have a timer that we're working with. People are talking about where they're from. I was watching on Twitch. Oh, Purple Tentacle actually abandoned Twitch and came to YouTube. Alright, well, yeah, that works too. That works too. But, yeah, I know there are people who have found me specifically by Twitch, which is kind of... Ah, son of a... That is a hard jump, man. That is a hard jump. I think I just don't know the hitboxes for that fire. This is like where we're getting stuck here. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. This beach ball that does nothing, might as well get it. So, I wonder if anyone is watching on Twitch anymore now that Purple Tentacle has joined the YouTube club. We finally made it over that horrible hump. You know what else I like learning about is how people heard of me. That's something else, actually. People are, like, talking about where they're from and stuff, where they're watching. How did everyone hear about me? I'm just curious. Did you find me, like, randomly through a search? Did you, like, sometimes I post my videos on Reddit or something. Did you see one of those posts? Was there some other way you heard of me? I'm curious, sort of, you know, not only where everybody's from. It's kind of cool that you guys are talking about, like, where you're from. Oh, my God. And I'll take a look in a second when I can. But yeah, I'm also curious, sort of, how people even ended up here. How did you end up here today? Oh, God, we definitely missed that. Oh, my God, it's, like, taunting us now. Oh, look, there's little fish, too. Okay. I hate that when you hit the block, it doesn't actually kill a guy. Purple Tentacle heard about me through Reddit, which is cool. Oh, shoot! Franco-Matic's YouTube channel plays obscure... Oh, shoot! I wasn't even looking at the screen. Plays obscure games. No, Joel, I've not heard of Franco-Matic's YouTube channel. But, oh, damn it. I've not heard of Franco-Matic's YouTube channel. He plays obscure games. I like the sound of that, obviously, since I'm all about the obscure games. Man, we're playing now with, like, no safety net. There's, like, no extra lives, nothing. It's just us in the game. And a giant ant. Or, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? A flying dragon. Okay. So, we have a chance to run under him, like, now. And when we do it... Man, the bosses aren't that hard at all. Anto Retro Gamer found me for searching for Canadian retro gamers. That's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool thing to, like, find me for searching. I mean, it's interesting. Why were you looking for Canadian retro gamers specifically, I wonder? What is that black thing, by the way? It's like, I don't even know. Okay, do I... What? Oh! I thought I could bounce off that thing. Okay, let's catch up on the chat here. Who's watching from where in the world? Shot says he always puts borders on left and right because he wants his screen to be full. That is true. I mean, you know, if for people who like to do that, that's fine. I don't have anything against that. I just don't do it myself. I definitely don't like stretching the video, though. Like Shot is saying. I'm actually going to go back to the chat so people watching this after the fact can kind of see what everyone's talking about. if the faux scan lines were disabled. It might look good in person, but there's bad fringing when viewed through YouTube. Oh, you know what? Okay, Joe, I'm going to try and fix that in just a second here. You can kill those enemies by hitting them from below if they are over a brick. I don't think I've seen you do that. You can't, mountain hiker. You can't kill the enemies from hitting them from below. It just has no effect on them. My browser had a makeover. Fake interlace is bad. It's not simply putting a black line. A real CRT does not look like it has interlace in person. You're right. Let me disable that. I can easily disable that right now. Go into settings. At least I think I can disable it. Can I? Video. Huh. Maybe I can't. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. Whoa, wait. That really messed things up. Ah, there we go. Okay. Let me quickly... Okay. Actually, never mind. What else are people saying? I like to broaden international markets. Oh, that's a good reason for searching for Canadian retro gamers. I love hearing Gaming J sigh in agony. You guys just want to live off my pain, don't you? Interlace is different from scan lines. Alrighty. All right. We've made it to level 12. What do you guys think? Should we give it like one more college try here? I feel like I don't think I'm going to beat this game today. Maybe one day we'll come back to this game, but I feel like I'm not going to beat it today. But how about we go over like one more try here? I feel like that's a good compromise. All right, hold on. Switching back over to the game. And we can also like wrap up our thoughts on the Giana Sisters while we do this. Okay, I've turned off the scan lines. Hopefully this play looks better. Everything looks a little weird, actually, to be totally honest. Everything looks... Hold on. It looks like a cartoon now. It's like a paintbrush. Well, let me try and continue to fix this for a second. Continue chatting amongst yourself for a second. Let's see. Video settings. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Video settings. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Boom. All right, how does that look, guys? Better? Hopefully better. For 2 players. I wonder what 2-player mode does. Maybe you just alternate, so maybe we'd have like more lives to like get through it. I don't know. I don't want to chance it at this point in the stream. All right, this is our last run of the Great Giana Sisters in the 1001 sub special. So I want to preemptively thank everyone for tuning in here. You know, despite the fact that this game is like, it's got its issues, I will say that I kind of like it. I like that it's like this weird Commodore 64 ripoff of Mario. Like, it definitely, I would never play this game instead of Mario. Like, if I had a, you know, a Mario hankering, I'd play some Mario, but I don't dislike that this exists. I don't know. Are you guys like, are you like morally offended that this exists? Or is it sort of like, it's kind of interesting? I mean, definitely, like, this was a very blatant copy of Mario for the Commodore 64, but there were definitely lots of Mario clones on NES even, right? Like, lots of companies tried to cash in on, like, Mario's success, and, like, some companies literally, like, innovated on top of Mario, like Mega Man and stuff. You know, like, that's a platformer. It was developed basically because Mario made platformers good. But obviously, like, Mega Man is its own thing. It didn't just copy Mario's formula. This is much more of just sort of a straight-up copy of Mario's formula. One thing that I don't like about this game is, like, all the bad guys they're interchangeable. They don't do anything. Like, what did those scorpions do that's different from, like, the beetles? That's different from, like, anything, you know? Like, the bees fly, and that's something, and the slinkies slink. But other than that, like, nothing seems to do anything. It's all just the same. You know, maybe I should be, like, putting more effort into collecting all the gems that I can. Because getting extra life is pretty important. It's not awful, but it wouldn't be talked about today unless it wasn't a blatant ripoff. That's, you know, actually probably pretty true. Probably pretty true. It probably would not really even be mentioned these days if they hadn't copied Mario, you know? And actually, aren't there, like, modern Giana Sister games? I still don't know what half these power-ups do. Welcome to my life, buddy. I have no idea either. There are modern Giana Sister games, I think. Like I said earlier in the stream, you know, the company that made this game originally wanted to make a sequel. And, they ended up... It was supposed to be set in a future world, and they got too scared of Nintendo actually suing them, so they rebranded it and called it Hot and Heavy. Which... You know, if the first game is about, like, a couple of independent women, and then you make a sequel called Hot and Heavy, like, I don't know. Kind of sounds, like innuendo a little bit, maybe? But anyway, the second game was Hot and Heavy, but had nothing to do with the Giana Sisters. But then they eventually made sequels. Like, I think there's a PS3 or PS4 Giana Sisters. Apparently it's really bad, but it exists. And they got away from just straight up copying Mario, and it does have its own unique mechanics. I think there's a iOS version of Giana Sisters. There's some kind of, like, spin-off of that, too. So, yeah, there's that. So, yeah, I don't know. Giana Sisters, it's interesting. It's kind of interesting. I guess, I wonder what this game would be if they hadn't tried to rip off Mario. Like, what kind of unique ideas would have ended up in it? I guess it would have been a totally different game. That ball really wanted to get that Goomba. You know, speaking of live streams, though, I appreciate all you guys who did tune in tonight. And I definitely am thinking about maybe, you know, doing another one of these in future. I do like the fact that I can kind of talk to you guys more dynamically. It obviously is more fun. When I make my videos, I just sort of have to imagine what people will say and think and, like, just sort of talk to myself the whole time. It's a nice change of pace to be able to talk to people, you know, to be able to have real, meaningful interactions with other humans. I think is a positive thing in the end. Ugh, damn it. Oh, son of a... okay, now we're in trouble. I thought we would, like, surpass where we left off last time, but... Oh! Come on! I totally landed on him. I don't know, I don't know if this is gonna happen, guys. But yeah, live streams, generally. Yeah. It's fun to do, and I'll look into doing more. I don't know when, no promises, but I will look at it. And hey, just keep an eye out because they may happen. As I said, I was thinking of originally live streaming Shaq Fu today. Would you guys want to see me try and beat Shaq Fu? Is that like something that would be interesting to you, or is it sort of like, you know, really you don't have any interest in Shaq Fu? What's the Shaq Fu temperature of the room? I wonder. Because that was another, like, really random game that I always wanted to play. It's not in the book, if you can believe it. Turns out Shaq Fu isn't a game that belongs in the 1001 Games You Must Play Before You Die book. But I just thought that'd be funny. Like, a basketball game... Wait, it's not even a basketball game. A Mortal Kombat fighting game starring Shaquille O'Neal. How could you not want to play that? I think it's just the greatest idea for a game ever. In fact, I think there's a modern remake that even makes fun of the fact that the original game sucked. They did like an honest trailers of Shaq Fu this past week, actually. I was thinking of it anyway, but it was kind of like funny happenstance. They happened to make an honest trailers. So $49.99 this game cost when it first came out. Damn. I mean, I guess that's about right. You know what's interesting is people sometimes complain about the cost of video games, but like, are video games one of the few things that like it literally hasn't changed for like the last 30 years or something? Like when Mario 1 came out, wasn't it like 50 or 60 bucks? And like when a new game comes out these days, isn't it like 50 or 60 bucks? I don't know, like I guess nowadays they're up to like 70 bucks typically, but I mean that's not bad, you know. Not that I'm advocating the game should be more expensive. But I mean, like when you put it in perspective, it's not terrible. Shaq Fu would be cool. I'm very gullible. I'll believe anything. Good to know, mountain hiker. Good to know. I can just start making up facts right now. Like this was the #1 selling game in Brazil back in the day. People actually preferred it to Mario. They viewed Mario as a cheap ripoff of the Giana Sisters, who they still worship at a cult-like level to this day. It's the #1 written-in vote when people disapprove of the politicians of the day. Oh my god, I can't believe we passed that part. All right, so we're getting a little treat at the end of the video. We're gonna see a little further into the game. Hey, go Giana! Giana is like not even a name, man. Like Maria, her sister Maria is a name, but Giana? Like, why Giana even? Like, why not Gina? It's not even like you could say that they ripped it off of Mario. Oh my god! The beetle almost got me. The Super Giana Sisters. No, it's the Great Giana Sisters. Super Giana Sisters. That's too litigious. They certainly are not the super. They're like, we're not the super anything. Okay, here we go. Yes, strawberry. Strawberry power, man. Homing strawberries. That's how the world works. Jeez. This part. See, they put these little things in the levels to just, like, suck away your lives. These parts that are, like, super brutal. Okay, we passed that part. Oh, my God! Oh! Oh, God! Oh, beetle! Oh! Oh, I thought I had enough space to jump over the beetle. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. So it turns out that we're level 12 or 13 material, I think. Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Like, I don't think we could really go too far. Like, even if I use cheats and stuff, I don't think we'd be seeing too much farther into this game. Oh god. Let's just get all these things. Hey, I got an extra life. Totally worth it. Okay, go, 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 go! Yeah! I don't mind the bosses in this game. They're kind of stupid, but I don't mind them. They're not hard. It was less than £5 British. You think this game was that cheap? I believed the $49.99 more than £5, but who knows? You know what would be funny? Is a pirated version of the Giana Sisters. Like, the Giana Sisters is already a ripoff. It's like a copy of a copy. And, like, if you did have a pirated version of the Giana Sisters way back in the day, would you feel bad about it? It's sort of like... Because the game's already ripping off Mario. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, forget about it. We're gonna totally die trying to do this. Oh, you can't stand on these things. Good. Okay, we only have 50 seconds left. I hate games that have timers. They like really want you to like get through the level. They're like, save or nothing. You must rush through this level. Okay, we got 40 seconds left. Easy. Oh god, that was a trap. Those bees totally would have. Those bees would have torn me apart. The Great Mario Sisters. It's getting a little too on the nose. All right, we're into purple caves. We haven't seen this before. Purple caves and eyeball creatures. Just random eyeballs walking around by themselves. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing terrifying or nightmarish about that at all. All right, we got firepower. We do have 2 lives, so who knows? You know what? Maybe I'll beat the game. Maybe from here on out, it's smooth sailing. I have the necessary skills to beat the rest of the Giana Sisters. Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened on my channel. We've definitely had some surprises on my channel where I did things in games that I was not expecting. Both good and bad. Yeah, so Mountain Hiker says, I wonder if there was a TV commercial for this game back in the day or how kids would hear about it. I'm guessing computer magazine ads like you say there, but man, that'd be so cool if this game had a TV ad. Of course, it would be in German, I'm guessing. But yeah, so what are other like old school retro German games? Like, I can't even think of one. Like, I honestly can't even think of one. Again, I didn't know the Germans were into making Mario platformer games, or anything, in fact. That just looks like trouble there with that little crazy little beetle. I'm gonna let him have this one. Yeah! Land on that guy. The enemies just feel like so not substantial because they just flatten out instantly as soon as you touch them. Like, there's nothing to them. Oh, here we go. I'm getting those gems! Yeah, okay, forget about it. The gems are gonna kill me. It's not worth risking our lives for gems. Okay, we're into a Nether Castle. This is yet another boss. Okay, we made it to stage 16. If nothing else, we made it halfway through the game. It's pretty cool. Or I think approximately half. What is that thing? Can't dawdle. Ooh, God. We can't dawdle too long because we're totally gonna run out of time and die. But what is that thing? A dancing thing. The Germans were like, put in a dancing Schluchgarten. And the programmers were like, okay, I don't know what that is, but here you go. The developer guy's like, marvelous, exactly what I was hoping for. I can't do a German accent. Okay. More dragon dude. Hey, we're up to 3 lives again. Guys, this could happen. Do you guys believe in me? I don't know. Have I proven myself over enough retro games for you guys to have some faith in my ability? Illegal Famicom games. Anto Retro Gamer says illegal Famicom games got advertisements in newspapers. That's crazy. Obviously in Japan. I didn't know what a Famicom was when I was a kid. It's funny how mysterious the world was before the internet. You know, like a kid at school. Oh, what? I just warped? What? To level 20, yes! Yeah! Okay, guys, we're beating the game. I forgot to tell you. This is where I, like, I reveal that I was hustling you the whole time, and I'm actually a Giana Sisters god. And I go through the rest of the game without, like, getting hit once. But the world was so mysterious when you were a kid. Like, somebody would come into school, and say their dad came back from Taiwan with some crazy new, like, video game, and you would believe it, whether that kid was lying through his teeth or telling the truth, because, like, you didn't know. Like, maybe in Taiwan they do have crazy new video games. Crap. You know? Or people would tell you about cheat codes or, like, hidden levels in games, and you had no way of verifying, so you'd just be like, yeah, there's a, you know, hidden cow level in Mario Brothers. Shoot! Oh, this part is too hard. Okay. Let's see. We got 1 life left, guys. Guys, I need you to believe in me for this. Believe in me. If I fail, I'm not blaming you, but shame on you. Oh my god, I actually made that jump. Oh god, I actually made that one too. Guys! Oh, you didn't believe! You didn't believe. Oh, disappointed. Disappointed. Disappoint made it to level 20. Copyright by Time Warp. Isn't that the ultimate irony? Time Warp was really worried about copyrighting their game of stolen concepts. Alright. So the Great Giana Sisters. Let's see what everyone has been saying. Shot 97, man. I didn't want to blame you, but yeah, it's kind of your fault. So the Giana Sisters, what do we ultimately think of this game at the end of the day, guys? Are any of you guys interested in trying this game after watching me struggle at it? Or is it sort of like a meh, you know, kind of interesting that it exists and kind of a fun game to watch me struggle with? But maybe it's not your cup of tea. I get the sense that people like seeing me struggle at games. That might just be in my head, but I get the sense that the moments you guys enjoy the most are the moments when I just straight up lose. Anto Retro Gamer says a decent game. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think I agree with you, Anto. And I think I also agree with, was it Shot who said that people wouldn't be talking about this if it wasn't kind of a rip-off? It kind of is true. It's kind of like an interesting claim to fame. By the way, there's a typo in this title screen. See, there's 2 N's in Giana. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, let me go back so you can see it. I keep forgetting what you guys can see. So, this is actually a really cool title screen, though, by the way. See, Giana has 2 ends. Apparently, in the manual and stuff, and the title of the box, they only put 1 end. So then they just decided, whatever, she only has 1 end. So they left that typo in the game, so... Giana Sisters. I think it has 1 N officially, but the title screen has in giant letters a massive typo. Crazy Bus, is that the game where you literally have to like drive a bus for 8 hours and you can't like pull any shenanigans by just like wrenching a controller to like hold the A button because it will steer off the road and then you get towed in real time back to the start? Is that Crazy Bus? Because if so, there's no way in hell I'm ever playing this game. Purple Tentacle Man, yeah, give the game a shot if I've intrigued you a bit. Even just to like load it up and see. The physics do feel quite off. I think you guys you probably have a sense of what the physics are like, but it's a much harder game than it looks like. Oh, that's Desert Bus. What's Crazy Bus then? The blatant typo errors that never get fixed, yeah. Old school games, man, they just... Anything went in the world of gaming back then. I often think how fun it would be to like be like a programmer in the 80s, like in your garage, like programming your own video game. Because like the Giana Sisters here, like, okay, look, hold on. Let me go back to the title screen for a sec so you guys can see. Here's the credits. Written by Armin Gessert. Artwork by M. Trentz. Sound by C. Husselbach. And I imagine that somebody programmed it too. Actually, that's weird. There's only the writer, the artwork, and the sound. So, who programmed it? It's a mystery. Maybe it programmed itself. Maybe the German consulate for computer exports did as part of a cultural heritage project. Who knows? But, yeah, like 3 people made this game. Or I guess. There could be a 4th who's unnamed. He didn't program it well enough to earn a credit. But 3 or 4 people made this game. Imagine how fun it would be back in the day to, like, program your own games. And yeah, you'd have, like, typos and bugs and stuff, and the physics wouldn't be as good as Mario, but it's kind of like the Wild West of game development. Crazy Bus. Still don't know what that is, but maybe I'll look it up. Guys, it has been a blast. I'm going to sign off in a second here, but thanks so much for everyone who tuned in tonight and watched live. And if you're watching this after the fact, the video is going to be on my channel. Do feel free to leave comments and stuff below, as always. You know, expressing your own thoughts and opinions about Giana Sisters, if you have fond memories of it, or you just want to join in on the conversation, please feel free to. Keep an eye out in future. If I do decide to do any other streams sometime soon, I will make an announcement, of course. And once again, thanks to everyone who subscribes. Thanks to everyone who tunes in every week and watches the videos. You know, in a very real way, my channel wouldn't exist without all you fine folks out there watching it. So I really do appreciate that everyone's spending the time to watch the videos, and I get a kick out of the fact that you guys enjoy the videos, you know? Like, I think if nobody watched the videos, I probably would have lost motivation a long time ago. So, I love hearing from you guys in comment sections and in chats, as it turns out. So, yeah, please stay active. Please keep tuning in, and I hope to continue to entertain you. And with that, I guess I'm going to sign off. So, thanks, guys. We'll see you again soon. Peace.